Hello everybody, welcome to Snyder's Inc. And today we've got unpopular notes, and these TikTok videos leave viewers horrified. We don't get right into it, ladies and gentlemen. Hit the like button, subscribe button, comment your thing down below. Let's go.
From the flashing sirens to the heart-stopping screams, from tear-filled eyes to bone-chilling horror, we've explored the depths of TikTok to bring you a compilation that will have your emotions on a roller coaster. Buckle up, it's about to get wild.
Holy shit! When you're late for work.
Here's a gripping story from the world of TikTok that you might find hard to believe. Imagine this, you're on the way to work, and suddenly, an entire intersection is shut down by the police. That's exactly what happened to TikTok user Roxana. With traffic halted, she began recording, asking, "What's going on here?" What followed was pure chaos. Next to her car was a massive truck and trailer, and atop it, a man who was clearly trying to flee. Roxana, realizing he was the cause of the commotion, exclaimed, "It's because of him!" But she could barely catch her breath before the man started sprinting towards her vehicle. "What the f?" she cried out as he frantically pulled at her car door handle.
What the f? What the f?
Thankfully, she had her doors locked. Before you knew it, a police officer lunged at the suspect, tackling him.
He took his fucking ass down. He fucking body checked his ass. What the hell was he thinking? Just get into a random person's car? How do you think that was gonna work? How did you think that was gonna work, dude? You think you were gonna get a random person's car and they were just gonna drive for you? Just anyone was your getaway driver? What are you thinking here?
To the ground right before her eyes and handcuffed him. Instead of panicking, Roxana's calm behavior had her saying, "I'm going to be late for work."
I'm gonna be late for work! I'm gonna be late for work!
This line left TikTok users in disbelief, many commenting about her casual reaction to such a dramatic event. The moral of the story? Always lock your car doors. And if you ever find yourself in a similar situation, having it on camera might just be the perfect excuse for your boss.
Hey guys, sorry, take him into. Sorry for being late. A criminal tried to get in my car, and the police did body checks him in front of it. And they're like, "Yeah, right." I'm like, "Oh no, I got it on video. Here, watch. It's really fucking entertaining." So, okay. I wouldn't imagine. I don't know how I'd react if my employee actually had that on video.
TikTok was buzzing when Mizzy, aka Bakario Garo, posted a wild video. He broke into someone's house. Mizzy is known for some crazy stuff on TikTok. He once borrowed a lady's dog, jumped into a car that wasn't his, and even walked into a family's home like he owned the place. He's also been caught tearing pages from library books and riding fast on an e-bike in a store. But it was that time he walked into a house in Hackney that got the police really looking at him. They had arrested Mizzy for causing a big fuss with his videos. Detective Chief Superintendent James Conway wanted everyone to know they weren't taking this lightly. He said the videos upset many people, and they can't just be brushed off as pranks. But Mizzy did feel a bit bad, especially about going into that family's home. And about taking that dog? The dog's owner actually knew Mizzy from TikTok and even joked about him taking her dog. Oh, and those library books he ripped? He said they were his. The big takeaway? What you do on TikTok might just get you in trouble in real life. So be careful with your pranks.
I hate this guy. I hate that guy so much. I don't like it. There's something funny about that. Like, these aren't funny. I don't know why y'all think. If people do think they are. I'm not. Sorry, break it to you. Just date.
Michaela Witter had a plan. 100 days of solo dating. It was all fun and games until day 20, when things took a creepy turn. After picking a card that told her to visit Starbucks and Barnes & Noble, she headed out excited with an iced drink. But while she was lost in the world of books, she noticed a man sneaking around behind her and other ladies. The weirdest part? He'd crouched down, seemingly trying to sniff them. Michaela bravely confronted him, and the dude cold-bloodedly declared he was just tying his shoes.
What are you doing?
But when she told the store's staff, the guy left quickly. She shared her scary encounter on TikTok, calling it the
That dude, I'm telling you, I said before, I drop kicked the guy. I've been seeing him do it. I've run and drop kick him in the side, right in the face. And then she turned around, like, what the hell? I'm like, sorry, I was sniffing you, and I had to it weirded me out too much. I had to kick him in the face. Sorry, I just had to boot him. It just had to be done. I'm sorry. I'll be arrested for it, but I just had to do it. He was too creepy. Too much for my liking. Didn't like it.
The ugly side of solo dating for women. And here's where it gets crazier. After she posted her video, many women recognized the man. Turns out, he had done this to other women in the area before. And he had even been in jail for stalking a famous basketball player's young daughter. Michaela's message to everyone: please be safe and always watch your surroundings. It's sad but true. Sometimes, even a simple day out can turn scary.
Women, keep a lookout. Don't trust anything, even public spaces.
I've always said be on guard. I'll never change that theory. I'm not even thinking. Always be on guard. I'm always saying for women and men, because you never know what can be happening. Either robbery or for women it can be stuff like this. Anything can happen.
Hannah Viverette from Hagerstown, Maryland, had a nightmarish encounter that she never expected would happen to her. While dancing in her second-floor apartment, she heard her balcony door opening. To her shock, a man was trying to break in. She had previously seen this guy stalking around her building, and he made her extremely uncomfortable. Hannah, in panic, came face to face with him, recalling the chilling moment when she realized he intended to harm her.
When I saw his hands in his pockets, and I was standing there fearful, I thought maybe he was going to come at me with a weapon.
The man, wearing a hoodie, kept his hands in his pockets and sported a sinister smirk. She caught this horrifying moment on a TikTok video. The footage shows Hannah repeatedly asking the intruder, "Who are you?" and urging him to leave. Disturbingly, he asks, "Am I your friend?" as Hannah demands he exits. She managed to snap a picture of the man wearing a bright orange top before escaping to her neighbor's place and calling 911. The intruder was identified as 36-year-old Angel. The first time Rodriguez.
Let me tell you something. Who in the hell would think that's a good idea? Okay, I want to talk to her. Let me just walk into her apartment. That'll be her. She'll totally want to talk to me and be my friend and all that after that. Definitely. Mental health causes you to do stupid things, because that's just insanity. You have to be pretty stupid to think that.
Gomez and was arrested on multiple charges. Later, he's been released on bail. Sharing her story on Facebook, Hannah said she believed this wasn't the first time he had done something like this and urged anyone with information or similar experiences to come forward. It's so scary that Rodriguez Gomez, who lives in the apartment across from Hannah, had apparently unplugged her Christmas lights and cut a part of the cord. TikTok model Guste Januszewska, known on the platform as Guste Janusz, shares terrifying footage of an alleged stalker lurking outside her bedroom window. The story began with her mother spotting the man on their Ring doorbell footage, leading the police to show up at their door. In the video clip, the man can be seen wandering outside the model's house in the dark, standing right outside her window. The police seemed unresponsive to her concerns, so she relocated the camera closer to her room. This move resulted in capturing the man's return, trying to peek inside her window and inspecting their house. Concerned TikTok viewers commented that the intruder seemed to be casing the house. As the story unfolded over several videos, the model explained that she lives in a gated community with her mother. She suspects the man had observed her for some time, as he seemed familiar with her routine. Taking her safety into her hands, she rigged a makeshift trap with a rope to alert her if the man approached. While checking her camera app, she realized the stalker was watching her at that very moment. Spine-chilling. She quickly alerted her mother, and although the man looked for the camera, he eventually left without locating it. The police's response was just a warning to be careful, keeping her windows shut and covered. Even when they informed the neighborhood watch, no action seemed to be taken. Frustrated, she complained, "This is literally how women die because nobody listened to us."
Agreed. I'm sorry, but she's not wrong. Literally, that's the thing. For some fucking reason, to police someone looking in someone's window multiple times just isn't a concern. I don't know how it isn't. I don't understand why police are so stupid. How is stalking seen so fucking as such a nonchalant problem? It's literally how women die. So this is the thing. No one takes a stalking case seriously until the person who's being stalked dies. Once the person dies, then police get involved. And then they'll be like, well, we couldn't have done it. We wish we should have done something to prevent this. Yeah, but you did. You could have, you idiots.
And we're constantly in danger. Thankfully, since this incident, the alleged stalker hasn't appeared on camera, and the model has since moved homes. In a follow-up interview, she emphasized the importance of taking precautions for personal safety, such as self-defense tools, attending self-defense classes, and monitoring the surroundings of one's home. In the following video, we have a high school senior, Caro Santarelli, 18, proudly claiming on TikTok that she had an unblemished driving record. Just a few days later, the accident occurred on Highway 29 in Escambia County, Florida. A Chevrolet sedan, moving in the opposite direction, collided head-on with Santarelli's Nissan SUV. Both drivers lost their lives in the devastating event. The irony of Santarelli's TikTok video, posted only 6 days before the accident, was resonating with millions. In the video, she confidently showcased her clean driving record, stating that she had never struck another person or vehicle. The abrupt loss has left her family and community.
That is insane. So she did a video 6 days before she died in an accident saying, I've never been in an accident, never hit a person or anything, and then, wow.
Community deeply shaken. Her aunt, Gina Southard, expressed her sorrow on Facebook, emphasizing the void left behind. Lacey McLaughlin, Kara's mother, echoed the sentiment, sharing her love and blessings for her daughter. A super sad accident happened on the Liari Expressway in Karachi, Pakistan. Two guys were filming a TikTok video by the side of the road when a car suddenly hit them. The person who owned the car said a tire popped, which caused the car to swerve and hit the guys. Luckily, it all finished with minor injuries for one of the guys. What's surprising is that the family of the guy who got hit hasn't taken any legal steps, but the motorway police are still looking into the whole thing.
No, it's not shocking. I'm not shocked at all by this. I am not. You know why? Because this thing will get thrown out. There is no way that will not be thrown out. There was no, they know, the youth, I bet the youths were the ones that said don't do it. They're like, we're gonna shoot Doug, don't. There's no way, we caused that. They know that no way. There is no way they will win that case. Actually, they might. Depends on who the driver is. The driver might settle for like a certain amount. Because at the end of the day, the two youths were standing on a road. Standing on a busy road for no reason. They weren't on a sidewalk, they were on a road that they shouldn't have been on. So, no matter what, they just shouldn't have been on the road.
To figure out exactly what happened. Guys, be careful both when driving and when making videos near roads. A wild stunt in Echo Park, Los Angeles ended in a big crash. A video of a fancy car speeding through an intersection.
That looks fucking insane. That car goes fucking flying down the road. It's great, it's got some great height.
In the air and then crashing on a super steep road is all over the internet. And guess what? Of course, the person behind the wheel is a TikToker. The speedy car was a Tesla, and people say those inside just jumped out after the crash and got into another car. Kind of like a scene from a movie, right? The famous YouTuber Alexi Choi shared the video and mentioned that luckily no one got hurt. But Jordan Hood, a local resident, wasn't so lucky. He woke up to find that his car had been smashed up by the speeding Tesla. Ouch! Here's another twist. That Tesla was a rental. Just hours before all this went down, it was rented from a place near downtown LA. After its wild airtime and crash, the car was left in pieces all over the road. The rental place said it was an influencer called Dominicus, or Dirt Dom, who rented the car. And after the crash video got super popular, another video popped up on that account saying, "I just crashed my new Tesla," but soon after, the account disappeared. It's like a game of cat and mouse with the police. Oh, and remember Jordan, whose car got wrecked? Kind-hearted people have raised over $20,000 on GoFundMe to help him get a new car. That's some positive news from all this drama.
How does the guy driving the car not get arrested? I mean, that's not ignoring the fact that he crashed or anything. It's just dangerous in general. He shouldn't be doing that in general. Like, how is no one's been arrested?
A super sad event happened in Istanbul, Turkey, when a TikToker tried to capture the sunset. A model named Kubra Dogan was chilling with her younger cousin, Helen, at Helen's family apartment. They went to the roof, thinking it'd be a cool spot for some TikTok videos. Everything was going fine. They were taking videos and pictures. But then, things went really wrong. A video that Helen took shows Kubra sitting on the edge of the roof, and then trying to step down onto another part of the building. But as she stepped, there was this super loud crunch sound, and she fell through some plastic covering on the roof. She fell a long way, like about the height of a 15-story building. Shocked, Helen ran to get her family. By the time help arrived, it was too late for Kubra. Now Kubra's family is thinking about taking legal action. They believe the roofing wasn't done right, and that's why it broke so easily. Her uncle, Nebi Dogan, told a news site that the contractor did a bad job because the panel broke the moment she stepped on it. The whole situation is just heartbreaking. Kubra's family is now preparing for her burial, and there's an investigation going on to figure out exactly what happened.
Yeah. I mean, okay, in defense of the contractor, the only defense they might get is you ain't supposed to be standing on the fucking roof to begin with. Like, y'all ain't meant to be standing on that fucking roof to begin with. So that might be the only defense it's got. Because if it has to be a thing where you crawl up and crawl in, you're not supposed to be... This roof should still be stronger, I agree with them. I'm just saying, y'all shouldn't be standing there. That might be the only defense the contractor has.
Another tragic and intense story out of Texas involving a popular TikToker. So Gabriel Salazar, known as Gabe Not Babe, was a big deal on TikTok with over 2 million followers. It all went down around 1:20 in the morning when police tried to get Gabriel, who was driving a white Chevrolet Camaro, to stop, but he didn't. They even tried to pop the car's tires to slow him down, but that didn't work. Gabriel ended up losing control, crashing into trees, and the car rolled over a bunch of times. It landed upside down, and to make things even worse, it caught on fire because of a leak from the gas tank. Sadly, he didn't make it. What's wild is that Gabriel wasn't alone in the car. There were 3 other guys with him, all from Mexico, and none had proper documents to be in the US. The local cops think it was some sort of smuggling situation. Gabriel was known for his fun lip-syncing and dancing videos on TikTok. And he also had a huge following on Instagram with over 757,000 followers. The whole situation is a huge shock for everyone. Alright, here's a wild story from the roads that got much attention on TikTok. So Caleb Moore, you can find him on TikTok as Smorapar, was chilling as a passenger in a car when they came across this guy, Chris Hamburg, driving a scrappy white van. For some weird reason, Hamburg pulled over, waited for Caleb's car to pass, and then started acting super creepy by following them and taking photos of their license plate. Caleb shared the video where they tried talking to Hamburg, asking if there was a problem, but Hamburg got all aggressive. He yelled at them, threatened them, and even tried to run their car off the road.
We got a problem? I don't know.
Want me to get out of here? You little
What's this guy's problem?
It got so bad that they had to call the cops, and they only lost Hamburg when they reached a construction zone. But here's where it gets crazier. Caleb says he's not the only one Hamburg's been harassing. Other people messaged Caleb with pics and videos of the same white van with a wooden board as one of its windows, acting all dangerous on the road. One message said a 9-year-old girl was chased by Hamburg and even followed home. That's super messed up. Then, according to WCIA News, this lady named Helena Ellis had a similar scary encounter with Hamburg about a month before this event. She had shared her story on Facebook and found out that Hamburg had been up to this kind of stuff before. And guess what? Helena randomly spotted his van at a Super 8 motel where she was staying and got him arrested. Hamburg got locked up in Vermilion County Jail. Caleb mentioned there might be other charges against him in Idaho and Wyoming, but Caleb also said the cops haven't been too keen on handling this issue, and it took the story about the young girl being chased to make them take real action. Yikes.
Probably in their mind he didn't commit a crime, right? To them he hasn't actually hit anyone, he didn't actually do anything. In their weird mind, despite the fact that police, they clearly does something because police don't want to do their job most of the time. He didn't kill no one got hurt, he's fine. Or they probably think you deserve it. That's probably no. You probably caused it. What did you do? They probably try to justify in their head how you do something.
TikToker named Toxic Waste had a terrifying run-in that started with just a simple road rage incident and spiraled into a full-blown home invasion threat. Let me break it down for you. The 21-year-old TikToker was on her way home for lunch and found herself behind a woman driving pretty slow, 10 miles below the speed limit. The woman seemed distracted, trying to light up a cigarette and whatnot. Now, Toxic Waste admits she was a bit too close to the woman's car, but was frustrated because of the slow speed. Things escalated when the woman gave her the finger and shouted at her. Toxic Waste retorted, pointing—
"You can see her demeanor through her fucking mirror," and I was like, fuck you. I was literally like, you're going 10 miles out of speed, you're in the wrong here, not me. Other laws and administrative will dictate no person shall stop or operate a vehicle at such unreasonably slow speed as to impede or block the normal or reasonable movement of traffic, except when stopping or reduced speed is necessary for safe operation or to comply with law.
Pointing out she was driving too slow. Most of us would just shake our heads and move on from such an encounter, right? However, things took a dark twist when this woman decided to follow the model home. After parking, our TikToker here—
I got out of the car, I started hearing screaming. This girl was like, I got you, bitch, I got you, dirty skink. I got you. And I literally look up and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I didn't do anything. I especially didn't do anything illegal, like maybe annoying, yeah, illegal, no, you can't, there's nothing you can do to me right now.
Here's the woman screaming threats, saying she's got her now. The woman then confronted the girl about tailing her on the road, to which she defended herself, saying she was only following closely because of the slow speed. The woman's response? I can drive however I want. This is a free country. Then to make—
I always find this line hilarious. This is a free country. Y'all don't know how to use that line right. You can say anything. I can be upset. Well, it's a free country. I can do a thing. It's a free country. Like,
things worse, the woman called her husband, who allegedly started pounding on the model's door so hard that her entire house shook. She told him to leave, but he responded with nasty comments and even threatened her. The TikToker also mentioned she pressed charges, showed some police documentation on camera, and sent all her videos and pictures of the couple to the authorities. Honestly, it's wild how a small road incident escalated to this point. Always a good reminder to be careful out there, and if things get too heated, it might be best to just let it go. He posted videos during the search—
I'm annoyed I didn't get to actually see any of the actual video.
Things took—
Finding a dead body is never a good idea. Okay.
A turn for an inspiring TikTok star, Curtis Arnold, when he posted videos during the search for a missing mom of two. The real shocker, a video showing officers near the River Weir using a body bag after the 45-year-old lady was found. Many viewers were upset. Later, Curtis, who's also a barber from Kidderminster, said sorry on TikTok. He felt maybe he shouldn't have posted that video when he did. He even said the whole thing has been rough for him. People were really mad. Some even shared his address online, and he says he got attacked too. He's like, okay, lesson learned. In the video, he talked about a newspaper story that got things all wrong. He said he didn't trick the police to get the footage. He explained how he was just there with other media people. When he saw the police doing something, he decided to record it for his channel. Curtis thought they maybe found some clues or something in the river, but never expected it to be a person. He said another news team was there too, filming even closer, and they also uploaded their video. Curtis feels maybe big media can post stuff like that, and it's okay. But when he did it as a solo YouTube journalist, it wasn't cool. Looking back, he admits he didn't think about how the family would feel. To make things right, he removed the video from his platforms and even gave money to the family, a lot more than what he made from that video. Curtis stressed how all of this turned his life upside down. He's had people mess with him, damage his car, and more. But he's not looking for pity, just letting people know what happened. Some folks said his video showed the police maybe not doing their job right, but Curtis doesn't want to go through this again for a video. He wrapped up by speaking to Nicola's partner, Paul Ansel, hoping he wasn't too hurt and wishing him well. Curtis knows he made a mistake and is trying to make it right. Always remember, what you share online can have big consequences.
You know me? No.
So, have you heard about this drama involving Icy Wyatt? Well,
No.
buckle up, cause it's wild. Some intense body cam footage was dropped by the police. It shows the TikTok star Icy Wyatt getting tackled by cops. And trust me, it's not a fun watch. On March 28, 2022, Wyatt had a heated argument with some folks, which started because of some wild driving in Sunrise, Florida. According to TMZ, after someone told Wyatt to stop blocking the road with his car, things got heated. The next thing you know, they're all throwing shade at a Chick-fil-A parking lot. And then, plot twist, Wyatt pulls a gun from his glove box. Things got even wilder when he allegedly hit someone with that gun. Drama alert. So the police roll up with their body cams recording. They chat with the victims and then start looking for Wyatt. But hey, driving a flashy pink Mercedes was not the best for a quick getaway. Soon, the cops catch up to him. Things get super tense when Wyatt steps out of the car. He's not into following the cops' instructions, leading to a not-so-friendly tackle. Throughout, Wyatt's like, "Do you even know who I am?" And at the station, well, he's not thrilled about handing over his bling. But here's where it gets weirder. In the car, Wyatt turns on the charm, telling a female cop she could do so much more with her life.
Do you want to work with people like this?
I don't really have a choice, bud.
Girl, you have so many choices in life. You are beautiful.
Thank you.
You are so beautiful. You could be doing so many amazing things.
Yikes. Long story short, Wyatt ends up with a handful of charges, like assault and resisting arrest, though he's saying he's innocent and is waiting for his day in court. Now here's where TikTok comes into play. When this all went down last year, Wyatt went online and said, "The rumors are not true." And now that the footage is out, he's back saying he wanted to drop the video himself.
Hey y'all, so I wanted to release this body cam footage on my own because my lawyer had acquired it and gave it to me, and I was going to show you guys at some point, but I just really wasn't ready to show you. And this YouTube channel here just went ahead and edited it all for you so you guys can go watch it like a damn movie.
Alright, let's dive into some real-life superhero stuff that went down in Ballastair. So imagine
don't like the sound of that guy. Just to be honest, just stays up, don't like the sound of that guy.
just
The guy we just saw.
having a regular day when suddenly you find yourself chasing down a dude who's allegedly been sneaking upskirt videos. Yep, that's what happened. A user named Kamehao went full action hero mode, posting a video of him chasing this guy for 2 to 3 minutes. You can legitimately hear the heavy breathing in the background as he's narrating this epic chase scene. And y'all, he was running out of steam.
So glad he's running out of stamina too.
But this guy's spirit was on. The chase gets super intense when they end up in an underground car park, but our TikTok hero catches up to the guy and boom, apprehends him. And a shout out to the Grab delivery driver who was on point and called the cops. Now here's where it gets super dramatic. The TikToker, while speaking in Chinese, is trying to get the phone off this guy. Like, dude, what did you film? And the suspect is clinging to that phone for dear life. But the truth comes out. The guy admits he's done something super sketchy and has a few videos on his phone. And then, wait for it, he goes, you know, I'm a man. Excuse me? Our TikToker was having none of it and snapped back, asking him why he'd do something so gross when there's the whole internet out there. The video wraps up with the police showing up, but leaves us all hanging on what happened after. Moral of the story? Don't mess with TikTok superheroes. You'll end up a viral sensation for all the wrong reasons. Hold on to your seats because this story is wild. Ever seen those doing dumb stuff to get noticed by the FBI TikTok challenges? Well, one Canadian dude, Anthony Gagne, took it on to a whole new level. And
I didn't know us Canadians were this stupid. I'm not this stupid, but like, apparently some of us are.
Spoiler alert, he did not get the FBI at his door, but he sure as heck got the Canadian police knocking. Anthony's main vibe on TikTok is to, you know, try and get the FBI at my door. Seriously, dude? But it wasn't just a TikTok thing. This guy was committed. Here's where it gets crazy. One day, the Gatineau police were like, what's up with this dude driving a U-Haul that says free candy? And why is he filming kids while doing it? Y'all, he was even in disguise with a fake mustache. But wait, it gets weirder. This wasn't just a one-time thing.
Hey kids, want some candy?
Police found multiple videos from 2021 where Gagne was faking crimes. And here's the thing, while he kept yelling about wanting the FBI, there's no indication why the FBI would even bother. But the Royal Canadian Mounted Police? They did. They even tried reaching out. But Anthony said, nah, let me keep trolling. Some of his other wild stunts include a cardboard head to freak out his neighbors, and I kid you not, dressing up in a hazmat suit and waiting hours to see if garbage collectors would take a barrel with the nuclear waste symbol. Spoiler, they didn't. He even used his wife in some of his videos. Gatineau police went full SWAT, serving a search warrant at his house and seizing everything from his tech gear to fake blood? I have questions. Constable Patrick
A balaclava too and a gas mask. What the fuck?
Kenny from Gatineau Police had some wisdom to drop. Actions on social media equal real-life consequences. And if you're pulling stunts that waste police time, they're coming for you. So after all this drama, Anthony's now got a ton of conditions to follow, including a social media ban. Moral of the story? Maybe don't do weird stuff and involve the feds, even if it's just for TikTok. Check this out, guys. TikTok user Nicholas McCall's first hot air balloon ride turned super intense real quick. They were floating up high somewhere near Paris, California, which is like a long skate away from Los Angeles. Then, bam! The wind starts going wild. The pilot says, hold on tight, and everyone in the basket is holding on for dear life.
Here we go. Right. Hang on. Just hang on. Hang on. Everybody hang on. Stay in the basket. In the basket with me.
Nicholas's video gets real as the balloon drops fast and hits the ground hard. It bounces, tips, and drags through the dirt. And we're all wondering, is everyone cool? But Nicholas hops back on TikTok and says, we're all good. But here's the thing, it turns out this scary stuff happens more than you think. There have been about 78 crashes with these balloons in the US over 12 years. Over 500 people got hurt, and a few didn't make it, which is really sad. Most of the time, it's because of the crazy winds or hitting stuff that doesn't move. So yeah, Nicholas's wild ride is one of those stories that reminds us that going up in a balloon is epic, but you've got to be ready for the bumpy ride. The hilarious and vibrant TikTok star Brittany Murphy, known as That Girl Brittany Joy, and her amazing mom Sherry Smith went in a tragic accident hours after she posted her last video. On a day that was supposed to be all about freedom and celebration at Emancipation Park in Houston for Juneteenth, everything changed in a blink. Just when Brittany posted her last TikTok vibing to the holiday with a playful no work today joke, their car got hit by a truck. The clip where she's ditching work for couch snuggles and wine blew up with views and comments. Her fans felt the shock big time, pouring out love and can't believe this is real messages. Brittany's sister, Tiffany, was hit with the news in the most heart-shattering way, coming up on the crash site. Knowing her mom and sis were out there, she felt the world stop. "They were my everything," she said. Later, she reached out with a GoFundMe to help with the funerals because this double goodbye was something nobody saw coming. It's been a massive wave of support. The fundraisers pulled more than $63,000. That's love, you guys. That's community. Brittany and Sherry brought us joy, and now we're coming together to honor them.
You can tell his video is his audio is not thing. Like when he says there's 63,000, raised over 63,000, when it's clearly over 100,000, like, you can just tell he's not fully, like, he does the audio before he does the actual video. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Hit the like button, subscribe button. Thank y'all for watching. I'll see y'all for the next one.